All right, some major news in the NFL. The Indianapolis Colts have officially given running back Jonathan Taylor permission to seek a trade. The Colts going back on what they've said for the last month. It's been a weird and kind of ugly situation in Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor officially now allowed to seek a trade and move on from the Colts organization. And honestly, this makes sense to me. They know what they have in quarterback Anthony Richardson. I think they're feeling he's not close. He's 2-3 years down the road. This is not a very good football team. I know Jonathan Taylor is a very good running back. He's been one of the better backs in the league. He was the best back in the league in 2021, had a little bit of a down season, but the Colts are not going to be good anytime soon, and they're not going to pay Jonathan Taylor the money he wants. We've seen this with the running back market, and we've seen a lot of weird comments made by owner Jim Irsay to make the situation worse. Taylor left camp, said he had an injury, came back, then was excused by the team. Now the team officially allowing him to seek a trade. It's a win-win, I think, for both parties potentially. Taylor wants to be on a winning team and could be an impactful guy right now, whereas the Colts, they don't want to waste money on a running back where they know they're probably 2, more likely 3 years away from Anthony Richardson being ready to take over as an actually top-tier NFL starting quarterback. Don't get me wrong, I liked what I saw from him in the preseason, but it still feels like he's a long way away. He's a very raw talent, but that's okay. He's 21 years old. You expect that. The rest of this team, not very good. The defense isn't very good. They're getting older. They've missed out on this Super Bowl window. The offensive line is starting to age. Hopefully they can protect good enough. They don't have any wide receivers. So Jonathan Taylor would kind of be wasted on a Colts team that's going to win 4 games. Now, on the flip side, Jonathan Taylor, you want to go to a winning organization, you want to go to a winning football team, but I know he is very, very adamant. If you are trading for Jonathan Taylor, you are also going to have to give him a contract. And that's where things can get kind of messy here. Taylor feels like, I'll sit out, I deserve this contract. He's been very vocal about the running back situation across the NFL. And honestly, NFL teams and owners don't really give a shit. Dalvin Cook was holding out for a $10 million deal. He ended up getting 8.6 for 1 year with the Jets. That's probably about as good as you're going to get for a guy like that. I still think Taylor has tread on the tires. Like I said, led the league in rushing 2 years ago, wasn't all pro, had a down season last year, but was still kind of productive. 800 yards, 4 touchdowns is pretty good in the receiving game as well. But he is an immediate impact for a team. The question is, who has the cap space? Who's willing to pay a running back? And what kind of winning team wants him? I mean, there feels like there's nobody out there for long-term success. I just can't even think of anybody. The Patriots just signed Zeke. They're not going to want to add Taylor. They're not going to trade for him. I don't think Jim Irsay would ever trade with the Patriots anyway. It's not a great situation for him. The market just isn't there. I mean, the Buccaneers, they don't really have a running back, but they're not a good football team. Good football teams are not paying running backs. They're paying quarterbacks. They're paying wide receivers. They're paying offensive linemen. It's just a luxury piece that nobody's really going to make a move for and give him a long-term contract extension. So I don't know what Taylor's going to do and what teams are going to be willing to pay for him. We could take a look here. There's been some recent trades with running backs. McCaffrey, obviously, last season, in season, gave up a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round pick in 2023 and a 5th round pick the Niners did to get him from the Panthers. But that was in the middle of the season. This is not in the middle of the season. They were very desperate. They felt like Super Bowl or bust last year. They unfortunately fell a little short. But McCaffrey's also a little bit more of a Swiss Army knife type of guy that they can use in that Kyle Shanahan offense. Jonathan Taylor, much more of a traditional back. Like I said, not useless in the pass game whatsoever, but he's not a wide receiver type caliber player like Christian McCaffrey. So you just don't see a lot of expensive trades. Maybe we're going to see a 4th or a 5th round pick, maybe, because he comes with an expensive contract. He's going to want to be paid towards the top here. Here's the average salaries of the top running backs. Christian McCaffrey, $16 million. Kamara, $15, but they're getting rid of that real quick. Derrick Henry, 12.5. They're not going to want to keep him. Nick Chubb, 12.2. That's about the max of the market of a guy you want to keep. Nick Chubb's been good for a few years now. Jonathan Taylor had one breakout season. Now, if he has a great season again this year, he'll earn that top-tier contract. But these guys not getting, these are all franchise tag guys. 10.9, 10.9, Saquon, 10.9. It's just not there for running backs right now. And Indianapolis running back room, not very good currently as we stand. Kenyon Drake, Deion Jones, Zach Moss, who's recovering from a broken arm, Jason Huntley, Evan Hull, Jake Funk. I don't even know who these guys are. I mean, Kenyon Drake, maybe, but still a pretty terrible running back room. They're putting around Anthony Richardson, which is less than ideal. I'm going to be honest here. But I think this situation, it needs to be over. Jim Irsay was adamant, we're not trading him on July 29th. We're not trading him. He's playing for us. We're not trading him in October. So much for that. Jim Irsay always opens his stupid mouth, and he's always wrong about whatever he says. So maybe go against the exact opposite of what Jim Irsay says. That's what's going to happen. So Jonathan Taylor officially looking for a trade partner. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who is going to make a move for him? What would you be willing to pay up to get Jonathan Taylor? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.